Joining us now is a man who knows a lot about this world, obviously, because he is now, probably the fifth biggest name coach in college football. Mm-hmm. Definitely the most famous dude that has entered college football. Mm-hmm. And not only is he famous just because people talk about him, the reason why people talk about him is because if he was to come and talk to your friend group, no matter who you are, and you were asked, hey, who's the best football player that this friend group has? It'd be like this is Mike. Mike's fucking best football player we got. This guy's better than Mike at football, like probably 10x, every one of your friend groups. And then you go to the same friend groups and go, hey, who's the best fucking baseball player you got? Oh, Zach, dude. Uh-huh. Zach fucking, he can see the laces, this guy. This dude's better than fucking Zach. So everybody in your friend group, he's better than you at everything that is athletically. And he's better than everybody that you've ever seen. You've been like, oh, that's the best guy I've ever seen. So literally anything he does is okay because his resume is fucking legit in every single aspect of athletics. Then you talk about being one of the greatest preachers and speakers. And you put that together, you got a goddamn great football coach. Saw it at Jackson State. Now he's at Colorado. He was on game day yesterday looking fantastic. Uncle Shannon Sharp, obviously declared that this man is 8 toes down. I would like to declare that this man is the greatest 8-toe athlete in the history of 8-toe athletes, and also the greatest athlete with 10 toes. Motherfucker can take 2 off and still beat all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, Coach Prime.
Yeah, oh my God.
What's up,
the
man?
best 8-toe. You know what? That's a heck of a compliment coming from you. I wish I had me a tank top in here. I would put it on, just in honor.
Well, you don't have to do that, Prime, because everything I do is try to be in honor of you, sir. You fucking created this game way back in the day, long before branding or marketing or people had the foresight to think about a business down the road. You were doing it and crushing it, and you're still doing it today. You're fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to do this the whole thing, okay? I'm not just going to talk and compliment you the whole time, even though you deserve it, and I'm a massive fan. The Amazon documentary following you through your Jackson State year here, watching you coach, watching you like demand accountability from your team, I think was a beautiful move. How did that come about? Did they approach you, I assume, and how open and willing were you for it?
Well, first of all, I got to give love to my guys from Barstools. Barstools, the first couple of seasons that we had, it was on Barstools. Yeah. And we kind of grew organically and wanted to just take another step. But shoot, Barstools put it out there and they blessed us, and it was unbelievable. It was so much more content because the budget was there and it was a daily look. So you didn't miss anything. I mean, with Amazon, we're doing a phenomenal job, a bigger scope, wider lens, and everyone in the country. I think we're number 2 on Amazon right now. And it's phenomenal.
Okay, is that good?
I mean, you want to keep your receipts.
Is that
good? You want to keep the receipts. You want people to see everything. Yeah, You're not just talking about it. You want to show them that we are being about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on the success. We know that the Colorado Buffaloes Instagram account and Twitter account and season tickets purchases. I mean, hey, you're not just you're not a person that we talk about the needle moving. We actually see it. How have you felt over there in Colorado right now? Obviously, you're feeling the love. We're following along on Instagram. After watching last night and watching this season and knowing college football a little bit better, what do you think about what you're going to be able to build at Colorado?
We're recruiting our butts off. One of the coaches just peeked in. I'm pretty darn sure he's talking about a commitment. I'm pretty darn sure.
Hey, congratulations! Hey, congratulations!
We're eating alive. We're living out of that portal. We got some high school kids that are going to be able to contribute, but we're living out of that portal, man. We're 40-40-20, 40% grad transfer, 40% portal, 20% high school. So that's the kind of way we go about it to build a team, and we're doing it. I'm happy. I'm elated. We got a great darn coaching staff, and I can't wait to see the finished product that we put on the field.
That's like, how do you put your coaching staff together? I'm sure with you and all the relationships you have plenty of people that would love to come coach for you. How do you figure out who is the right fit?
It comes from relationships. I got to have a relationship. It's nobody I can't say, well, I'm just going to go grab him. Where it may not be a fit, because it had to come from a relationship, a friend that validated this friend that I had a tremendous relationship with. Coach Sean Lewis, that's coming over from Kent State. That was a relationship from a friend that recommended him, and he is phenomenal. You know, to get a head coach to come over to be your OC, then Charles Kelly, my DC from Alabama. Shoot, come on. I still have Dennis Thurman that led us to the #1 defense in the FCS the last couple of years, and I have a plethora of people here that are truly qualified. Mike Zimmer's going to walk through that door at any moment. Willie Taggart's going to walk through that door at any moment. I mean, that's just how it is to insulate me to make sure I'm on my game as well.
No, Coach, I heard you guys are going to stink. Colorado stunk for so long.
Yeah.
You got no chance. You got no chance.
Hey, that's not my natural odor, baby. I don't know. I know you may. If you get close to me, it's gonna smell like Dolce, but my natural odor is winning. It's confidence. That's my natural odor, and that's what we're gonna do.
Hold on, yeah, because when you were on the widescreen there, Foxy, if you could, I see all the quotes in the background. You know, a lot of coaches have quotes that motivate them. Prime's got all the quotes that he fucking created behind him right now.
Yeah.
Hey, you look good.
Yeah, and we got room. We got room for over there. We got some room, for the wall. So every time we come up with a good one, and it just happens organically, we put them on the back of the wall.
I do enjoy the fact that whenever you see or say something that it should be remembered, you go, "Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one." Yeah,
it's a good one. It's good. It's like the Bible. When God got finished creating the whole world, what did he say? He looked back on it. The Bible says, and he said, and that was good. So if God can say it, I think I can. I think I deserve to say it.
Hey,
he
why?
look back on it and say that was good.
Yeah, well, a lot of things you've done have been good. I mean, obviously the story that Desmond told yesterday on game day about how Desmond was a rookie and it was Packers, Falcons, and he was returning kicks. And obviously Des returns a kick and hits the Heisman pose. And obviously in the Super Bowl, he's MVP, returns one against the Falcons. And then Prime, you said that you told the returner, you weren't even returning anything. You said, get out of here because you looked at Des and was like, not in my house. You're not going to return a kick here.
I got this.
Well, have you always been like that? Like literally, like ever since you were a child, you've just always been most competitive, most professional guy? Yeah? Forever?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say most professional. Now that group, I was ignorant. I was straight out ignorant. Early on, I was hood and good. All right, I was hood and good and ignorant. I've learned to polish it up and present it in different ways. But I've always been that dude. I've never not been that dude. So I've always been able to rise to the moment, man. And not only that, but bring people with me.
Yeah, and why'd you choose college coaching? I asked you this at game day, and you gave a great answer. You said you wake up motivated, you said everything like that, but there's a lot of people that want to inspire and change the world. The amount of time that college ball takes, and obviously your son's the quarterback there, and he's immediately in the Heisman conversation because of the Colorado move. But why is this how you spend your time? It's a lot of time doing college coaching, Prime.
Man, I was coaching on the backside of the desert for a long time. I started off with youth football. We had one of the biggest programs in the country with ages 5 all the way to 14 and several teams of each age group. Now, you got to understand, we had youth baseball. We had 22 or 24 teams. We had youth basketball, another 25 teams. We had track. We had cheer. We had all those things. So our name was truth. Trust in God, respect myself and others, understand I have unlimited possibilities, try my best, never give up, and honor the truth in His creed at all times.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's what truth stood for. And we took the whole state of Texas and we went and played all around the country. And that's what I was doing for a decade. Then I got into high school football. Then after high school, I'm just sitting there, all the kids about to go, Shiloh, Bucky had graduated from SMU. Shiloh was at South Carolina, and Shador was getting ready to go play for Coach Taggart. And, I started getting the call. Phone started ringing. And let me really consider that. So I interviewed on a couple of interviews and knocked them out of the park, but it wasn't the time. And I accepted the Jackson State challenge, a tremendous challenge, because I'd never been to Jackson. I'm like, HBCU, I don't really know a lot about it. Let me do my homework. And I accepted the challenge. Then Shador said, you know what, Daddy, I'm riding with you. And Shiloh like, Daddy, I'm riding with you. So now I got both my sons there and the other son doing all of social media. And it just became a wonderful thing. And being able to grab those guys, without the Bible says you're riding that staff, they comfort me. Without the guys around you, you're not going to be comforted. So I learned to put some pretty good guys around me, just like when I returned punch. If I didn't have 10 dogs in front of me blocking their butts off, I wasn't going to be proud. So I've learned to always keep some dogs around me to make sure I could go do what I'm blessed to do. Man. And that's the formula of coaching, man. Just having some good coaches around you and we're not friends of the kids. Everybody talking about these kids are different. The kids ain't no different. Their coaches have changed. Kids ain't no different. They the same old kids. Coaches have changed. Quit pacifying these kids, and they want discipline, man. They want structure. They want to be told what to do and where to go and how to do it. And Nowadays, we got navigational systems that takes them everywhere, and we have to be those navigational systems.
Coach, people are scared to death to coach like that these days. Has that ever crossed your
mind?
Why. Does that cross your mind?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know no other way. I've been doing this with youth, kids 5 and 6 years old. I don't know no other way. I don't know no other way. I refuse to start you and you have 3 Fs on your report card. That's what it was done to me. I'm not starting you even at the college level. I'm not doing that because you're not smart and you're not disciplined. So why would I put you out there knowing at some point in time I'm going to need you to make the right decision within the confines of the game, and you're not going to do it because you're not even doing it for you. So how are you going to do it for me?
Hey, that was good. That was a good one.
How do you find those when you're recruiting these kids? Like, can you tell when you meet with them in person and like through the recruiting process? Do you know, like, hey, this is some guy that can play for me, and this person absolutely cannot?
Yeah, just the interviewing process and meeting the parents as well. Parents will tell you everything. Kids will lie. Parents will tell you everything, especially the mothers. They're not gonna lie. They're gonna tell you straight up. The daddy's gonna try to pacify little Johnny, but the dad, they'll lie a little bit. The mama's gonna tell you everything. And if you ask little Johnny, pinpoint him down and back him into a corner, he can't help but tell you who he is. And we want those type of kids that are smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character, or we're gonna clash. And I don't even want to bring a kid on a visit. I don't want to offer a kid if he's not our type of kid. But when we sit down and get down and get down that road with them, I'm going to be able to tell. It's been kids come here on recruiting trips that we got here, and all they wanted to talk about first was the NIL. That's not my kind of kid. I want you to have a passion and a purpose to make it to the NFL, and then I want to know why you're doing it, because you're a quit on you. Tell me you trying to get your mama out the hood, or you trying to do this for the family. Tell me it's bigger than you, because if it's all about you, that's going to be a problem, because you're going to sustain an injury one point in time in your life. You're going to face some adversity, and if it's about you, and if you're not stable enough, you'll shut that thing down when it's dealing with you. But if it's about mama or that brother or that friend or that sibling or somebody more important than you, you're not going to quit on them.
Yeah, when you're a part of something bigger than yourself, obviously you're going to commit a little bit more, and I think that's what you're explaining. Do you think you are like the perfect person to be a college football head coach in the modern world that we're in? Your background in branding and marketing, obviously NIL is a real thing, but I think the biggest thing is, and Peyton Manning told me this, and I don't remember if it was Peyton directly or Peyton's guy or whatever. Because I was so fascinated by how much money Peyton made off the field. Made so much money off the field. I mean, we're talking. He had commercials with fucking everybody. You watch the game. He was in a Buick. Yep. Then he was fucking eating a pizza.
Nationwide.
And then he was selling some insurance.
He was really good too.
And he was good in all of it. And then that Saturday, he was going to be on Saturday Night Live too. So it was like, this guy was everywhere making so much money, and I had the opportunity to be in his universe or whatever. And the team around him was like, yeah, first things first, though, got to be really good at football. You know,
Thank you.
Got to be really good.
It don't work.
Yeah.
Nothing else works if you're not good.
Yeah. And
nothing else works if you don't have the it. If you're not it, it don't work. And nowadays, kids want the it, and they're not it.
Well,
you would have said that differently. You would have said it differently, but I'm trying to be polite because I'm going to use profanity.
Yeah.
And you're not it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're a good man. You're a good person. You're always this person. So I think we all appreciate the hell out of that. But I think you're the perfect person that can explain that to a lot of people and them understand it, though. That's why I feel like you're the perfect head coach right now in college.
I'm trying.
I assume more jobs. Was there more jobs? Was Colorado? Yeah. Colorado was the biggest job, biggest offer? Why?
No. Colorado was the best job and the perfect job for me because of Rick George, because of the AD, because of his spirit and what he spoke to me. Like the thing, he touched me, man. And he it was so him. Like, this is the reason I'm him. I was offered more money, of course, but money don't move me, you know, like connectivity and the spirit and being in the right place and doing the right thing. That's what moves me and motivates me. If money was it, shoot, I'd have lost this a long time. You don't come to work because of the money. You come to work because you love doing what you're doing, and the money seems to follow you. That's been my formula. I was sitting down talking to a kid this past weekend, and the coaches were beside me, the coordinator and a defensive back coach, and the kid was just talking, and the mother was adding in. I said, look, I've sat in all 3 seats. I've been the kid on the couch. I've been the parent right next to the kid on the couch. Now I'm on the other side and the coach that you're talking to. So it's not nothing that I don't understand about this process. you know, and that's a gift. That's a blessing to be in all three seats.
I'd say.
Yeah.
So what can you say when I'm telling you I understand the feeling and the emotion? And I say, son, your mother is worried about two major things. She's not worried about you playing and all that. She's worried about what you're going to eat and where you're going to be housed. And we're going to make sure that's straight. You're going to eat 3 hot meals a day and have some funds for other things in life, because colleges give you that. But I'm going to make sure you have a wonderful place for you to lay your head. And we got some great dorms and housing, student housing as well. Those are the main things. Everything else is on the kid. The mama don't care about nothing else but that.
And then you got to coach him up. What do you got? Oh, I don't know. Former head coach is my offense coordinator. I don't know if you ever heard of Zimmer. Yeah, the guy. You know him either on the internet or on a football field. A lot of them. He's coming in here. I can't believe West Virginia did not just give every single. I was pushing for that.
That's not me though. Like that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. It has to be somewhere that I can flourish, that I can function, that I'm going to be me. I'm not changed. Look at you. When you went to do Fox, did you change? I mean, did you? I'm sorry. When you ESPN, did you change?
Fox too. I was on SmackDown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but you don't change.
I was running tank tops through it all. You had to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you change? That's who you are.
Yeah.
So it has to be somewhere that's not going to even imply that you change. Like you want it prime. That's what you're going to get. I don't know how to dress it up and flip it no other way. I got to be me. I got to be me unapologetically. I'm going to be me.
Hey, we have issues with that with some companies because of that. I assume you've run into that case as well. Yeah.
And I'm right back out. I'm right back out of the door. They should have Googled me, did your homework, and asked a few questions because I'm going to be me.
Yeah. Did you say you're right back out of the door? Is that what you said?
Yeah, right back out of the door.
Yeah,
we're not going to make it there.
Me too. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, right back out of it.
Hey, I do not have anywhere near the resume to be doing the same thing you are, but I am happy to hear that I'm not the only human doing that shit. You are an elite individual. A couple of the boys have questions for you. Is that all right?
Yes, most definitely.
Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah, Coach. After you first got to Colorado, there was that unbelievable, conference you had with the team where you basically told them, like, hey, look, we don't have that many spots, and a lot of you guys aren't going to be here next year. Is that something that, when you were playing, you didn't experience, coaches telling you the tough truth a lot of the times? And then are you having trouble telling kids, like, hey, I don't have a spot for you because I got, 500, 1,000 people trying to come to play?
That's just like asking somebody if you have a problem being honest. I don't have a problem being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing and placate anything. I'm going to be straight up with you so that you can move on to the next level, or you can come here and you understand the deal and you understand how we move and how we work and how we go about our business. So challenging those kids to understand there's going to be change. Everybody said, we want to change the culture. We want to change the team. Well, you got to start with changing the darn people. How you going to do that if you don't change the people? You got to change the people to change the culture, to change every darn thing. It's change is inevitable in this world. Some people can't grasp it or hold on to it or fathom it. But it's change. When you guys elevate, and you're going to elevate because you guys are unbelievable, there's going to be some type of change. It's just apparent. It's what happens in life. It's going to be changed.
Probably going the other way, Coach, if we had to guess. There's going to be change that way, too, though. I mean, that's certainly going to be change as well, but thank you for that. How come everything you say sounds like the perfect answer? Yeah. Honestly.
I pray a lot. I study a lot. I read a lot. But I'm just unapologetically me, man. I've learned to, at an early age, and I watched a lot of TV, and I start seeing things and bits and pieces of people that I would take and implement them into myself until it just became a habit, Guys I grew up on, like Ali, you can see a little Ali, when you see a little Hank Aaron, how steadfast he was in chasing the title and dealing with the racism. He dealt with a lot of issues while he was still locked in and focused. Dr. J, his professionalism, he was the Jordan before Michael Jordan. Julius Erving, they called him the doctor. He didn't even have a darn PhD. How bad is that? That is bad. And then the OJ, not the OJ that you know, but the OJ that I grew up on.
Oh, football.
Orenthal James Simpson that was running through airports, jumping over cars and luggage, and the face of Hurts, how professional he was, how his teammates went the extra mile for him, how they just wanted him to get to that 2,000-yard mark, and how he just gave love to everyone. And he was not black or white or Hispanic or Asian. He was just the juice at the point in time. So those are the kind of guys I grew up on, man. And I grabbed a little piece of those guys and tried to incorporate them until I was just, you know what? I got to be me. I can't be him or him or him. I got to be me.
Hey, what was your? I got to ask you about your time.
Yeah, for sure. That's
I think
everybody's trying to find it. Yeah.
Everybody's enjoying watching your process as you go through it. But I wanted to ask you quick about your baseball career. I think this doesn't get talked about enough. Like, you were legit, obviously unbelievable Hall of Famer in football, and then you had a super prolific baseball career. I grew up in Centerville, Ohio. I used to drive down the road to go watch you play at Riverfront Stadium for the Cincinnati Reds. Probably the last time I started going to games. How did you like it there? That was always the word, like, because you kept coming back.
God, I loved it.
It made us feel good that you liked the Reds.
No, I love Cincinnati. I wanted to just build a home there and live there forever. We even asked the darn Bengals at the time, which were horrible. Like, okay, let me just bring it here. Let me do the two-sport thing here because I don't want to leave. I love it. They didn't even call us back. That's how bad the Bengals were at the time. They didn't even call us back. I'm like, I want to play for you.
Jeez.
I'm saying, I want to play for you.
Can't take it.
I want to play for you. I love baseball here. I would love to play football here so I can stay here all year round. I found some property with a little lake on it. I want to do my fishing and back. I love it here. Oh. And they never even called back, man.
Bengals.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. They just got an indoor facility. Did you hear about this? This is a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a huge deal for Cincinnati. It's a huge deal. But I did. I love Cincinnati. I used to leave random people out in outfield. I used to leave like 50 to 100 tickets a game because these little kids, they were just my guys. So I'm like, hey, give me your number. I'm going to leave you tickets. You got tickets, season tickets to every game. It's going to be tickets at the gate in your name. You coming out. I got you. That's how much love I had for the Reds in Cincinnati, man.
So you would have been mayor of that city, but the Bengals said, we are not wasting any money on ink to write a contract for this man. How about you saying it is a huge deal for the Bengals to have an indoor facility?
It's a huge deal.
I didn't know that. Is that known, that piece of information right there? I had no idea that took place. AJ, do you know?
I don't think it's popular, but it is. It may not be known, but we did. We called them. They didn't call us. We called them.
AJ, what are you guys doing over there? Why is Ohio being like that? You were great at baseball, though, and I think that's probably.
No, I was okay. I wasn't great. I was okay. I had to work my butt off in baseball. I still have baseball dreams, man. Like, cause that's we men hate to have regrets, but that's one regret that I got to live with. That I felt like I didn't give it everything I should have given it. But you couldn't. I had another thing called football. I was married. And I'm cheating on football with my girlfriend, baseball, and I couldn't give her everything. And that's how I feel. I couldn't give her everything that she wanted. She wanted the ring, and I couldn't give her that ring, man. But I had a cage in my yard in Atlanta. I mean, I went at it hard. I only had 2 weeks off a year, man. I practiced my butt off to just be average in baseball because 2 weeks after the Pro Bowl, I was at spring training. And that was my life for 9 years, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
How'd your body hold up? How did your body hold up? Were you doing what were you doing?
Baseball don't do nothing to your body, man. Baseball preserves your body. But I worked out every day. When I traveled on the road, man, they used to deliver a bike up to my room, and I used to bring little weights. So I worked out every day. I trained every day just to keep right. But I had rules. I'm a guy who compartmentalize everything, and sometimes that's not good for people, but that's the way I function. I can have all hell breaking loose over here, but I'm a rock steady over here because that's the way I'm built. In baseball, you couldn't talk to me about football. In football, you couldn't talk to me about baseball. My teammates, I didn't condone it. I didn't play it. I had to stay locked in, either or. I mean, even leaving and coming back after I played a football game, my guys, they knew, man, don't ask me about the football game. Don't. Just let me lock in. Let me stay. So I had kind of those kind of rules in my life.
I think you probably felt disrespectful, too, if you were to talk about it, right? Because that's their full-time jobs. At a much smaller...
No, they wanted to talk about it. They wanted...
Okay.
Hey, Prime, who do you think going to win? I'm not helping you bet. Who do I pick?
Of course. Cincinnati. Yeah, geez, that place loves it. Ty has a question for you, Prime.
Yeah, Coach Prime. We always talk about, our coaches, I guess, in both the NCAA and the NFL. I mean, you mentioned culture, and it always seems like, they have a 2 or 3 year runway before their culture is kind of already instilled. But with you, it seems like there are no mixed signals. Everyone knows what they're getting when they get to you and come play for you. So, like, how
Right.
long do you think it actually takes you to, like, build the culture, like, when you get to Colorado?
I'm not going to say the coach. I have to build a culture because the culture, it comes with me. Like the culture comes, they know who I am. It's not like you got to Google and find out who this coach is. You journeyed through life with my ups and downs, my in and outs. So they know who I am. It's just our style and what we're trying to accomplish on the field change because we're going to have a good time. We're going to play some music. We're going to have different celebrities come and visit because they're my friends for real. And we just do things a little different. Even dressing, you know, I tell my guy down there, Smitty, I don't wear collared shirts, man. I don't coach with a belt. You don't coach with a belt. Why do you coach with a belt? Like who got ready to coach and say, let me put on this belt? Nobody does that. I'm saying, no, man. We wear sweatpants. We wear fitted pants. We no belt loops. We're not tucking our shirts in because we're coaching. We want to be comfortable. So that's a whole different feel. You know, I'm gonna wear a hoodie or a shirt, crew neck with a pocket in the front, so I can put my little tablet in when I write stuff down. Like, remind yourself to yell at this kid at halftime. You know, little stupid stuff. I write.
Jeez.
Why? But I love it, man.
Are you going to go NFL? You thinking about that at all? Or no,
never. I can't coach a rich man that don't want to play, that don't love the game. If 53-man roster, I would go in at halftime and come back out with about 22 guys.
Hey, so you
can't do it.
Hey, I saw you before a game say, I don't want anybody with their phones out. I don't want anybody doing anything. I feel like that is an old school. Are you like that all the time? Are you old? You feel like you're an old school coach? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm old school. I'm very old school. I'm like that with my kids as a father. Right, son? He just walked in. I'm like that with. That's just the way I am. And you would think with the moniker and with the prime that I'm new school, but no, man. I'm a lot of height, but I'm in bed by 7. You know,
really?
I never drank in my life. I've never been a high day of my life, man. I'm up probably about 3:45, 4. I'm in the office. You can see I got my machines. I'm working out right there, looking out the window. So, you know, I'm a little different, but I'm old school.
Not a little different. Yeah, you're elite. Bro.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, but I'm old school. Like I'm stuck in these ways, and I'm 55 years old. I ain't got time to change. I ain't got time to change. Man. I'm gonna be who I am and what I am. I'm gonna be who I am, what I am, and how I am. This is it.
You ain't never smoked?
Never smoked, never been high, never tasted alcohol in my life.
Snoop.
See, I had two fathers that did that. So that's why I would never, because I saw the self-destruction. I was fathering my father. So I grew up very mature because I was fathering them instead of them fathering me. I was telling them, put the junk down, stop doing that. So I wasn't going to go that way when I know the repercussions of that, overindulgence of that.
Man, you're a badass, dude. I do think there's a chance Snoop in Colorado with you. I mean, there is.
No. Snoop always respects me tremendously. I remember when he's like, Prime, I'm not going to smoke around you. And I say, Snoop, be you. Be you. I love you as a man, as a person, because I know your heart. So he does his thing, but shoot, I have teammates that did their thing. I mean, it is what it is. But what one of the quotes said, I've never been one for peer pressure. I put pressure on my peers. So I'm not falling to peer pressure. I'm good.
Hey, when you said that, when that one came out of the mouth, you're
Yep.
Write it down. You gotta look away after you say it. Like, that was good.
Jeez. Did you hear what this brain? Did you hear what this brain just put together? I don't know. Did we all?
That was good.
Yeah. You deserve that. Last question here from AQ Shipley.
Coach, you said something earlier that I found very fascinating with the breakdown of recruiting 40-20-20 or 40-40-20, what it was. Mm-hmm. So when we all came up, recruiting was way different. Now you speak a lot about grad transfers in the portal. How different is it recruiting them versus high school, and how has that changed everything?
Easier. Grad transfers want it right now. They got 1 or 2 more years left, and they want it right now. They ain't got time to be playing no games. They ain't got time to be making mistakes with their careers and their futures. They don't have time for knucklehead kids to be running around and not doing their assignment or being where they're supposed to be. I love it. Guys in the transfer portal, also, you got to find out why. You got to do your homework and your due diligence. Why? You saying they want this, they want that. Okay, if I call them, what are they going to say about you? Just tell me, because I'm going to make the call. I'd rather not make the call, but tell me Why? Because there's a reason you left. There's a reason you divorced this situation or the situation divorced you. So you got to find out all about those guys. High school kids are a little different. You can mold them, you can shape them, but a lot of coaches don't have 2 years to build them and to mold them and shape them because you're going to mess around and get fired trying to develop that kid. So you got to have a perfect balance of older, younger guys and mid guys as well. So you can have that tremendous balance. But make sure you ain't dealing with no youngster behind that center. You ain't dealing with no youngsters at tackles, right and left tackles. You ain't dealing with no youngsters on that island, on that corner. Some guys, I go from inside out sometimes outside in because I'm a corner and I think outside in. Outside in, you can do some wonderful things. But also, I'm a baseball guy, so I think up the middle. Okay, you give me that center, that quarterback, that linebacker, that safety, we good. And give me those 2 D tackles and I'm straight. So it's a lot going on inside of here. There's a lot of different philosophies and a lot of attributes. I like kids on the line with parents, man. Offensive linemen, I like dual parents, because they're much more serene. They're much more understanding of family, understanding of assignment. When a man talks into their life or yell at them, they don't trip because they've always had a man in their house. Defensive lineman, man, give me the kid from the trailer park, from the hood, from small beginnings. I want him hungry and ready to hunt. I want guys with a darn pickup truck and a deer on the back of it. I want guys ready to hunt, ready to go get it, man. I want the guy here crying. Oh, my mama, I got to get her out the hood. That's what you want on those defensive linemen. So it's different attributes that we look for that we want. And prayerfully, they'll get us to where we need to go, and we'll get them to the next level of being successful as a professional.
And it seems like everybody's dreams are going to come true. We can't wait to watch. We know you have a meeting coming up. We appreciate you for your time. Watch Coach Prime on Amazon. Number 2 thing on Amazon right now.
Yeah,
Coach
number 2
Prime.
on Amazon. Hey, guys, I appreciate you. I love you. I'm a fan. I watch you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep on doing you unapologetically. That's the thing. Being 100 is winning right now in music and sports. Not in politics, but those other attributes, being 100 is winning.
Hey, that was good. Write that down. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Prime.
Hey, Coach!